feeling an intense urge of pain. Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about a pretty interesting topic while I play hardcore Minecraft. And yeah, we're doing this on hardcore just to make things a little bit more interesting than survival. Today's goal is to just explore, because this world's brand new and I don't necessarily have anything to do yet, so the world is my oyster, or something like that. Anyways, that's half of what you came here for, so let's get to talking about the other half. Some people have some unique hobbies. Some people are into eating. Some people are into watching. I just crafted a second pickaxe. Some people are into eating. Some people are into watching people eat. Some people are into getting eaten. And some people are into playing with their own shit. And that's to each their own. Because even though that's weird as hell, and I'm gonna look at you a little funny, you're not necessarily harming someone. Or maybe you're harming yourself, because I don't think eating poop really has any health benefits. But to each their own. Some people have hobbies, and that's okay, because no one's getting killed. I'd rather someone sit in their room and just eat their own poop than be on the streets killing people. So at the end of the day, it's whatever. I've been on the internet for quite a while now, and I've seen some people with pretty intriguing hobbies. And every day I spend on the internet, someone manages to surprise me. When I think I've seen the freakiest, someone manages to outfreak them. And the reason I'm bringing all of this up right now is because, well, you saw the title and the post. Okay. Well, you saw the title and the video card, so I don't think I really need to explain anymore. I was scrolling online and I found this rather intriguing article. I'm just running in the woods. Like, I thought this was gonna lead me to a plains eventually, but this just looks like a never-ending forest. I'm just gonna kill a few animals and then go into the ocean. Okay, the animals don't want to come back out yet, so. Usually I just read an article and move on, but the title of it was so bizarre and outlandish that I couldn't let this be on my radar. I couldn't not read through the article. It was kind of an insane read. Academic researchers of ChatGPT user habits stumble across extreme outlier who generated thousands of fanfics about Doki Doki Literature Club characters giving birth. It's been about 5 seconds and I'm already in the middle of an ocean that I can't see any end of. This is awesome, right? This is the commentary you guys came here for. Anyways, at first I was just gonna ignore it because people fake articles all the time, or they have some random clickbait in order to get people to click. But I can't just read that and then not read the article to see if it's true. So I searched up that exact text into Google and I found it. And the worst part is that it's real. It's a real article, a real person, and real researchers who somehow stumbled across this guy. And stick with me here, because they included a part of his fanfic inside of the article. Ocean monument. And more importantly, a shipwreck. Awesome. No. Whatever. When I first heard about this, a few questions just popped up straight into my head. And first of all, okay, let me get out of this ocean before I keep chatting, because I'm not even having fun going in this ocean. There's no way. That's not exactly what I'm looking for, but we'll take it. I didn't grab enough wool to sleep here, so it's actually not too bad to stay here for another night. Let me grab some stone and a furnace before I continue talking. I don't have anything to cook anything. I'm actually just broke. This is a great start to a series, everybody. We can get at least one piece of food. Okay, back to the article. When this stumbled across my mind, the first thing that I thought about was just, how does one discover that they're into this? I understand the circumstances you grow up in and the experiences you go through forge your interests and passions, but like, what experiences makes you want to open ChatGPT and generate thousands of prompts of high school anime girls giving birth in classrooms? Maybe I'm just too normal, but I don't necessarily see a track record that leads to that happening. Oh my god, I thought it was a lava pool. Damn it. But yeah, how do you find out that this is what you like? I get that everyone's into different things and you can like whatever you want, but it kind of gets to a point, dude. The second thing that... There's no way okay, I thought I was lost. The second thing that popped into my head was, why Natsuki specifically? If you don't know what Doki Doki Literature Club is, it's a visual novel kind of dating simulator that, as you progress, slowly turns into a horror simulator. And there's only 4 main characters in the series. And out of the 4 main characters that they... Out of them, I give up, bro. I think it's because this is like my first video, I have like an expectation to hold up to. I just cannot pronounce words today. There's only 4 characters in this visual novel, excluding yourself, and out of those 4, he chooses the smallest and the implied to be youngest member of the 4. And while you could argue that, oh, they're all technically 18, there's context behind the stature and mannerisms like that. It's still really weird considering she's giving birth in a high school. And third thing, oh, do I have anything else to smell? I don't think so. And the third thing is thousands? Oh, I'm out of wood. This is an awesome start. Great job, me. I'm just gonna keep exploring in this direction and hope that there's like a forest I can explore. Generating like 10 is already absurd. Hundreds is insane. But generating thousands is a completely different story than just generating like a handful. That takes dedication and practice. And a kind of funny part of this is that the reason this info was found out is because the version of ChatGPT that they were using was a chatbot that specifically gave you access after you consented to your data being used. Okay, great. Awesome. One entire tree, this entire mushroom forest. So he generated all of these knowing explicitly that it was going to be used for this. Doesn't look like this is a very viable place to stay right now, so I'm gonna write down the coordinates of this place and we'll come back down here later. Maybe he just didn't care, or maybe he didn't read the terms and conditions, but going onto a website that specifically says that your conversations are going to be used and anonymously used for research purposes, and then generating thousands of high school birth fantasies. I'm gonna be honest. If I was a researcher, even if that wasn't what I was researching, I would have wrote that down. It's like you had to have anticipated somebody finding that eventually, because he generated all of those knowing that it could have been used. Shipwreck. It's another buried treasure. Anyways, I believe in the article they actually show some more info alongside a screenshot or two of the GPT history. So once I find this buried treasure, I'm gonna swap over to that and show you a little bit of what this guy's been generating. I don't know what you are. I don't know if it deals damage, so I'm low-key a little scared to go near it. If you know what that thing is, comment down below, because I'm a little clueless. And there's our first diamond. Anyways, I'm going to swap over to the article, and I'll look for a forest biome after I'm done with that. Actually, I'll look for one now, and then I'll swap to the article. If you just want to see the article and go, you can skip ahead, but I'm going to try and hybridize Minecraft and Yapping into this. Oh, perfect, the forest. Okay, I have the article here. This is still just a ridiculous title. Spotted by IC Media, a team of researchers from the University of Washington and the University of Colorado Boulder, blah 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 blah. I don't care. I do care, but I've read this already, and I know that's not what you want. The previously mentioned Doki Doki Literature Club fanfic generator is cited as a prime example of an infinite story demander. Over the course of several months, this individual prompted ChatGPT to create fanfiction based off the game thousands of times, with a very specific premise of heroine Natsuki suddenly going into labor, and ChatGPT. I can't read this with like a straight face. With a very specific premise of heroine Natsuki suddenly going into labor and ChatGPT being tasked to do this continue the story from there. And apparently the article's here. Is this worth it to read? Like, I don't know if I want to do this. In the school club room, Natsuki clutching her, oh my god, clutching her baby bump. Sakura, out of all the times you decided to come out, you decided to be born here? Couldn't you have just waited two more months? Damn. Natsuki, is something wrong? Natsuki, grimacing. Wrong, everything is wrong. My water just broke. Sakura's on her way and I have no... This is kind of buns. Like, he generated thousands of prompts. This can't be his finest work. I was expecting like some A-list acting right here. I'm low-key a little disappointed. Wrong, everything is wrong. My water just broke. Sakura is on her way and I have no idea what to do. Monica panicking. Oh my goodness, Natsuki. Okay, stay calm. We'll figure this out. Does anyone have a phone? We need to call an ambulance. Natsuki squeezing Yuri's hand oh my god. Natsuki squeezing Yuri's hand tightly. I'm scared, Yuri. What if something goes wrong? What if Sakura feeling an intense urge of pain? Natsuki's agonizing scream means only one thing. Her body has started to push on its own. Natsuki, through gritted teeth. My body, it's... Okay, it seems like at this part, he hands over the conversation to let ChatGPT do the job so we can see who's better at writing. My body, it's starting to push on its own. I could feel the baby coming. Sayori, finding a phone and dialing 911. I've called an ambulance, Natsuki. They're on their way. Yuri, calmly supporting Natsuki. Remember to breathe, Natsuki. Deep breaths. You're doing a... I don't want to... I have free will. I don't need to read this. If you want to read the rest of this, you can go and look at the article in the description. Because I don't want to do this. This is me right here. If you want to finish this, I'll link the article and the research paper in the description, and you can do it there. Okay, let's just wrap up the Minecraft gameplay and end there. Normally I would just go to that island, and normally I would just kill the enemies and risk dying to get that buried treasure, but since I'm in hardcore, I actually really don't want to do that. So instead, I'm gonna risk dying, but if I'm gonna risk dying, I'm gonna do it with a shield. And some pants. There it is. Okay, before I wrap this up, I'm gonna clear out this forest, go back to the mushroom biome, and I guess tomorrow's episode will be about... I guess tomorrow's goal will be to make a base, while I find a different article to talk about, of course. Alright, guess let's wait. Whoa, it's daytime. Okay, before we end this off, I'm gonna clear out like half of this forest real quick. Crap. You know what? I think we'll stop here. I think that's as much ranting as I need for the first day. More of the... Ooh. More of the story, just know these people walks amongst us. Alright, see ya.